This is a 22 News Storm Team Weather Alert.
And good Friday morning. Time now is 6:44. We do have that 22 Storm Team Weather Alert that is up, as we do expect a wintry mix of some snow, freezing rain, sleet, even some plain rain possible as we go through later today. Springfield, cloudy but dry for now as we look south over that icy Connecticut River here. Also Chicopee stuck in the clouds still, but of course it is dry. We're going to be dry for much of the morning commute. A winter weather advisory is up for all of western Massachusetts beginning at 10 o'clock this morning, and that is again because we do expect some wintry precipitation to come on in over the next few hours. Got a breeze nice and light out of the south and east, and temperatures out there for now 32 in Northampton, 32 Springfield, 27 is the cold spot there in Orange. So going throughout the rest of the day here, the 22 Storm Team daycast, cloudy and dry to start. We'll see that wintry mix, some snow, even some freezing rain developing later this morning, continuing on and off through the afternoon. I do expect that by later this evening and tonight, we'll see everyone change over to a little bit of light snow as some of that colder air just kind of rushes in behind the system for later this evening. But for today, again, wintry mix, snow, ice, and rain. That is the top of the 22 Storm Team forecast focus. Heading into this weekend, we are going to see some flurries and some snow showers. Better chance of any snow showers will be for the day tomorrow. I think much of Sunday should be mostly dry and cloudy, but a few flurries can't be ruled out. And then we are watching Monday still for that coastal storm. Really depends on where exactly the area of low pressure tracks. If it stays out to sea, we get pretty much nothing. If it comes a little closer to the coast, we could get a little light snow out of it. And I'll talk more about that in just a moment. But right now we're scanning nice and dry and taking a wider view on clouds and radar. You can see much of the region is fine for now. Looking off to our west here, we got our first round of some precipitation moving in out of the west through New York State and Pennsylvania. Notice on the leading edge here, we got some snow and a little bit of some of that pink color here, some freezing rain starting to develop as that moisture is running into some colder air. And that'll give us that wintry precipitation coming in later this morning on the 22 Storm Team Skycast. 7 a.m. towards 9 a.m. We're mostly dry still around 9 o'clock. Notice Berkshire County starting to see some of the first flakes. By noon, that snow works its way into the valley. We do see a burst of some light to moderate snow here around 1 o'clock. And notice here as we go towards around 3 p.m., some of that pink shading starts to light up here in Hampden County, southern Berkshire County, along the Connecticut state line. That is some of that freezing rain. It's not going to take a lot of freezing rain to make the roads a little slippery. I do expect a little break, a lull this evening, so not a lot going on by the evening commute. But there will be another round of some moisture that fills on in as we go through around and after 10 p.m. tonight. This is 11 o'clock here. You can see a little light snow falling, and then it's mostly out of here heading into Saturday morning. So when all said and done, a coating to a slushy inch or two for many of us. Northampton south to Springfield along the Connecticut state line. I think around a coating to an inch. Where you got the better chance of 2 inches, that'll be around Belchertown, New Salem, even some of the hills around Wilbraham out through, let's say, Holland. And then 2 to 5 inches once you get around Chester, Worthington, Cummington, Pittsfield, along and north of Route 2. I think that's the better chance of seeing 3, 4, maybe even 5 inches of snow because of some of that colder air. One thing everyone could likely see is a light accumulation of some ice, a light icing up to 1/10 of an inch is possible. It doesn't take a lot of ice to make the road slippery, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that. In terms of Monday, though, this is Sunday morning, not a lot going on Sunday, but notice as we go through time, stopping the clock here 2 a.m. on Monday, there is going to be a pretty powerful storm out in the ocean. You can see the center of low pressure here right off the Delmarva Peninsula, but that wave of snow is far enough north on this particular model. It gets pretty close to the Connecticut shoreline here. So coastal Connecticut could get some light snow out of this, but it won't take much of a trend north to get even us into a little bit of light snow. So we'll have to watch the trends with this over the next hours and even a few days. But there is still the potential there that any shift north could give us some light snow for Monday. So 34 to 38, wintry mix, some snow, ice, and rain today. Heading through tonight, we're going to fall back into the 20s to right around 30 degrees, some scattered snow showers for the rest of the 22 Storm Team 7-day forecast here. A few snow showers out there tomorrow. Maybe the chance for a flurry, but cloudy and pretty quiet on Sunday. Still going to have that chance of some snow on Monday, so we'll keep an eye on that. Again, we'll watch the trends for that storm. And then we stay in the 30s heading into early next week. Once you got our latest forecast, you could do so by getting the free 22 mobile app.